way to live as an individual is really to know that there is no comparison. We are not here to compare ourselves with anyone. The important thing is to honor what is beautiful for you. So think about in your lives what it is that you really hold to be beautiful, and see if the energy is there for that. It's about being your own boundary. You have to hold the boundary when knowing is coming through. That's one way of loving yourself. I would say be kind to yourself too, because individuals can give themselves a really hard time. And be careful who you spend time with. It is the appreciation of knowing what will be attractive to the spirit of the other, without possibly knowing how you know. Part of the individual process is to wake up to your own knowing. And individuality really needs to be listened to. If individuals are with partners who won't listen to them, it is not going to work. Because they need to hear themselves speak their own knowing. This is part of the individual. And each time that's allowed and it comes out of you, you get stronger. Begin to see yourself seeing things differently, and it's interesting. But the other also has to be attentive, and you then have to be attentive for them to speak. It's a state of non-interference. And openness happens, and there's no holding back. And also understand that the melancholic chemistry that both people will have, if they both have individuality in them. It is not about reasons. It is not about being rational. So basically, individual love is about someone else allowing a mutation, while you are allowing their mutation to happen without resistance. Individuals release, so they say something because they need to release it. Whether you can hear it or not doesn't matter. The main thing is that they can release it. So it's really about anything that lets the individual to let go of their knowing, to let it out. When individuals do it together in individual love, they both do it at the same time. And you can definitely lose your grip on reality, and it doesn't matter. There is no other time. There is no other place. The is simple. Only individuals can allow individuals to release what they know. What they know cannot be repeated. They cannot repeat what they just said, unless they have got strong logical definition as well. And even if they do repeat it, it won't be the same. They're just at another level. That's why life and death happens all the time in individuality. Either you bring out something new, or you don't. And there's no end to the knowing. It's not like a library of books that you've got to read them all. The beautiful thing about individual love is that because as you know it at the same time they know it, and nothing has to be said. The moment is everything. Think about what it is to be an individual. You have an individual chemistry. If it doesn't come out, it will never come out. When you die, it dies. Each one of us is a unique experiment. So in that sense, the individual is selfish, and rightly so. And yet, we will still serve. It serves in its listening and in its hearing. So the level of attention in individual meetings is naturally gracious. When you're in a creative flow, it's like food. It's like nourishment. So in that sense, for the two people together, there's a serving. There's a mutual serving of each other in individual love. And that is what really individual love can be. And I have seen pure individuals together in different relationships, and I have seen it melodramatic. If individuals understood the need to be alone at certain times and honor that in their partner, everything would change. There are a lot of unnecessary fights in relationships, simply because the individual was not able to meet the other, who could not bear to be drawn into the mundane world at that moment. When I think about individuals living together successfully, they both have their own space. That's the way it works best. They range from happy to sad. The glass is half full or half empty. Something arrives to see you through the melancholy, whether it be a person, a voice, or an overwhelming sense of love. I mean, those of you who have got, if you have individual life force in you, there will be times when things will seem hopeless, will feel hopeless. can change from one thing to the next. So acknowledging those times allows everything to amplify. Some of you will have had experiences of having lovers in a different country and the ability to tune into them. This awareness that is coming, there's no boundaries, which also means that it can feel unreal. I have mentioned the importance of aloneness, so you have to be alone for your truth to come out initially. It's important. And I see melancholy as an invitation to yourself to be alone. So I really want you to think about that. When sadness comes in, something could happen. Something could come out. Aloneness as a medium of creativity.